friends, it's been a while that I've been making videos and posting them on this YouTube channel. I was new in the industry and I started off making videos and sharing my opinion because I thought that there is a void in the industry, and for regional language or local language there wasn't much material available for people to understand. And since somehow I knew and I could read and write English, it was easy for me to get the knowledge. But I thought to share whatever I learned with my community, with people who have lesser skills to understand English. So I shared my opinion. Today I'll talk about one of the leading giants of the industry. Either you know it because of its bad reputation, or you know it because you've been part of it. But in any case, anyone who is in crypto industry knows about OneCoin. Once you are new and you are approached, there are a lot of beautiful events, large community, dancing, colorful videos and stuff available on the internet that is presented to you, and that is how you are lured into a system. Since you are new and you lack knowledge about cryptocurrency or anything, you only see the glories and you only see the large number of people gathered together and cheering and chanting about OneCoin. And it is a fact that OneCoin has been able to generate a large amount of money for itself, and has been able to grow into a bigger community using a very known model, that is network marketing. Network marketing industry is a huge industry, and its history is of about 70-80 years now, and no doubt it's a big industry. But with all the positives and pluses, it also has some negatives. Irrespective if you have the skills or the right set of qualities to be part of this industry, many times overrated statements, lies, deception are used by people to lure in more people into the network, and that is how the network grows. Very few benefit from the system, and a large number of population just stays at the lower level, hoping and dreaming of a life that they could have, but those hopes never come true. So with all the good sides that network marketing has, it definitely has some ills attached to it, and those ills are basically the reason for any company to see its doom. People who join OneCoin, they come from a background where they did not have any information about crypto industry or cryptocurrency. So they were told that these are education packages, and OneCoin aimed to give or deliver education. Irrespective of their background, all they saw was 3.4 million or 3.5 million people attached to a platform. And even if they were told that even if you are not a networker, the growth of price of the coin will eventually bring your dreams come true. And that was the only hope for people to join this industry, and that was the only strong point because of which the network grew so fast. Then in second half of 2017, a strange thing started to happen, that all the major faces, the main faces that were in the front echelons of the OneCoin and who were known as the pillar or the faces of OneCoin, they started disappearing one after the other. It was not clear why they were moving out, but all the messages that were coming in that there is even a bigger platform, there is even a better place to be, there is even a better future for you, and that is the reason for them to leave this system and create a void in the upper lines. And that was the time, that was the point where I started questioning myself, where I stopped my networking career that was only of 3 months. I joined the system in September 2017, and I stopped networking by November 2017 or December 2017. That was only 2 or 3 months networking career that I had, and I started exploring the network, and I started questioning myself. Not only the leaders, but the main face of the OneCoin, its vision, and the person we were told about that she is the greatest and the most visionary person on the planet Earth, and her stories and her name was used to promote the network she disappeared, and for past 1.5 years, to my knowledge, even the Black Diamonds have not seen her, met her, and no one has idea where she is. On the basis of the study that I carried out about cryptocurrency industry, I realized that the companies who were using network marketing platform, they started to crumble. They started to fall down, and I saw few companies coming down myself, and few were there to come down. I predicted, and I also saw their downfall. So it was a very solid reason for me to believe that any company that is using network marketing platform has a limited future, is not any guarantee, and the value of the asset that we buy, which is the coin, totally depending on the study of the industry using different blogs, different mediums, news channels, and all the access that I could have through YouTube or Google. It did verify my doubts. It did give me this knowledge and confirmation that network marketing may be a very good industry, but this industry is not right for building up your assets in the cryptocurrency era. Like anyone or everyone, I started my career in OneCoin, very motivated, devoted, and tried to guide people in the right way using my knowledge, my background knowledge, or whatever I was acquiring in those days. And I started making videos, and my YouTube is flooded with the videos. And whatever I learned, I tried to find similarities in OneCoin, and wherever I could even find a small matchstick size of positivity, I tried to blow it up, and I tried to bring out the positive aspects of OneCoin. All that I learned, all that I saw, the negativity, the blames about OneCoin, I tried to mitigate them. I tried to come up with a reason. I tried to answer that, basing on one very strong fact, and that was that OneCoin has built up a community of 3.5 million people, and that was a very big selling point to me for any company to go into the market and make its community very happy. And since OneCoin was about to launch, I saw it coming. Ill planning, lack of management somehow resulted in a decline in the size of the network. The network started slowing down, and ultimately it stopped growing. Then there was a reverse gear, and the network started shrinking. No one has any idea now today how many actual people are there, either at least 3 million or even lesser, where all the network is. But the fact is, although the ICO launch date came, but the hype, the news, it never mattered to the world or the community. Of the ranks that they have, or the money that they have made, or how they have diversified or reinvested their money in altcoin or not. And the fact is that these people, these leaders, they have definitely benefited a lot from the money that has come to them through the network marketing, and how they have used it or benefited themselves, they have not been able to guide their teams in that direction. But irrespective of that, Mr. Adil is one person who is still there in the network, although it is heard that Dr. Zafar has left and has moved to altcoin and mining industry. Now let's come to the point for which this long introduction was made. Cryptocurrency industry has some basis. It stands on some principles. So any company or any coin that does not follow or do not follow within those parameters cannot be considered as a legal or as an actual or a logical cryptocurrency solution. Cryptocurrency is a blockchain based industry, and diversification is one rule, which is also taught in one of the lessons in OneCoin Academy. 100% over here they are talking about Dr. Zafar being supporting OneCoin, although he has his Bitcoin or Ethereum and he is diversified. It doesn't matter that a person who earns should not put his money in other altcoins, whereas in fact that they have themselves been saying that altcoin is a total scam and all ICOs fail, but for themselves it was not the case. They have put their money in other businesses, and they have made benefit out of the income that they generated through the network. And Dr. Zafar is also telling people that forex industry is a 900 billion industry, whereas cryptocurrency is a smaller industry and has a huge potential to grow. And ICOs or Ethereum or buying other altcoins is the right solution to diversify. And he's telling people that you should read uh, Rich Rich Dad and Poor Dad, a book written by Robert Kiyosaki, and learn how to diversify and how to multiply their assets through diversification. Uh, Dr. Zafar further states that you can build your career in the network marketing industry with OneCoin, but what you do with your money is separate. You cannot keep on jumping from one company to another, and he believes that he has been supporting OneCoin. He was linked with OneCoin in cryptocurrency. Even if he moves out, I assume this is what he's telling here, because this is an old video, and now he definitely has moved out and he has other plans for himself. This is what he says. During presentations, we were shown coin market cap, and we were told about different coins, and we were told about the price of Bitcoin going high and high, and that is how it was established that the cryptocurrency industry is here to stay and it has huge potential. But no one was ever taught what all these coins are, how market cap is evaluated, what is the meaning of circulating supply, what is total supply, what are these charts all about, what is green, red and blue color depicting. It was sold in the name of education, but whenever someone self-taught him or herself and asked legitimate questions, he was labeled as negative. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take you online, and I'm going to tell you something what I've learned from the industry, and with the same learning I tried to find out or I tried to compare OneCoin with that. If you go on the Google and type ICO reviews, you will find various links. So one of the link is of a platform, and you can see they have listed top 15 ICO review platforms who are doing this on regular basis. Now, any company who is initiating an ICO is definitely something of interest for the people at large, and there are platforms who carry out the review in the interest of the people, so that anyone who is willing to join the industry, he should have or she should have first-hand information and knowledge about that platform. So there are various platforms. I want to know, my first question, who did the review of OneCoin ICO? I tried myself. I did a review myself. It is posted on my channel. You can go back and you can check it out. None of these platforms ever picked OneCoin ICO. Why? That's one question. There was no hype, there was no marketing done. No one knew about this ICO. Only the community who were already there, they had heard about some ICO coming up, and there was a lot of hue and cry about the ICO, that this ICO is going to do something big. Now let's go into one of the platforms that is here in front of you, and let's see what all information is there, what all information is shared for people to see. Let me just pick one ICO so that I can show you what kind of information is released prior to the ICO. So this is one ICO at random. I have not checked it before. This is very first time. I'm being very honest, and I'm just trying to show you what kind of information is there. They are showing you the team. In cryptocurrency, it is very important for a company to showcase who are the brains behind the blockchain, because it is the blockchain which is the basis of that cryptocurrency coin. Who are the advisors who are going to become a team for the bright future of that particular project? What are the number of coins that they are offering in this particular ICO? What is the distribution of coins? So these details are given over here. Now remember, this ICO is yet to start, and still all the required information is there, so that people who want to park their money in this ICO, they are well aware of the project, they can review it, they can read the details, they exactly know what all is there in the ICO. Let's go and see what all is there. Just a second. Yes, see, the rate is there, the date is there, do they need KYC or not, how things are going to go about. So all the information is there, which is released prior to the ICO. Let me go to the website and let's see what kind of white paper they have released. White paper is a very important document. It is the entire plan of an ICO, what company envisions, how they want to go about, what is their project, what kind of a blockchain they are introducing, what solutions they have, what already market has, and what innovation they intend to bring into the market. What was the scope available which they are trying to turn into an opportunity. So reading an ICO is very important. Publishing an ICO is very important, because without publishing a professional document, which is white paper, you cannot have outreach to the masses. This document is basically presenting a company to the masses and gaining their confidence in the project. Until and unless a company comes up with the document, it is just a story that they are building up. No one is going to believe that. So ICO is one very solid document. Without ICO, without white paper, an ICO is impossible. So that is the very basic document that an ICO needs to have, and it has to be very good. All the ICOs that have come up in the past, they really had very good white papers. So this is how an ICO looks like. I was just trying to show you, because I know the community that I belong to, they were never taught these things, they were never showed these things. They were always told that OneCoin is the best and rest everything is crap. But that's not the story. If everything is crap, it means the entire industry is crap. If the entire industry is crap, OneCoin is not going to exist anywhere. Let me give you another example. Let's go and see another ICO. So I have randomly opened up a website, and I am picking up this ICO again, which is due to launch. It is launching somewhere in October and November. So look at the information that they have shared. They are reaching out to the community and they are sharing whatever information they have, so that they can have confidence of people in the project, and that is how companies operate. They have given the details, how many coins, what is the price, what is the end date, what is the start date, do they need KYC, how, I mean, just look at it. You can log into these websites and you can verify these facts, if these are facts or not. The rating is A. It means that this is seriously a good project, because the reviewing platform has given it A class, A category rating. So this is one serious project with a serious team. That is why it has A category. Let me go and open the website and let's see. So the clock is running, details are there in front of you. You can register yourself, you can check the videos, you can sign up for the airdrop and stuff. partners, although they were the sister concerns, but it was showing them as their partners. This website had exchanges, but right now all this information is missing. Instead of putting in more information to gain confidence, this information was removed, which obviously created, at least for me, it created confusion that what is happening. If you look at the website, there isn't much that you can see. It is a static one-page website with nothing. Look at the token details. There is no price. There is no indication how many tokens they are going to sell. There is no soft cap. There is no hard cap. Just open up the website and open any other ICO website and try to compare it. So let's see. Let me just see. Let's go and check out the Telegram community. How both companies have outreach to the public, and how many people have shown interest in their ICO. 82,000 people have already registered in this ICO to take part. 82,000, and it is a new platform. What about OneCoin? Let's see. A company which is there in the market for past 4 years claims to have the biggest network in the world of 3.5 million. So supposedly there should be a bigger hype. Supposedly people should be waiting for its ICO, and they should be flocking around to join it. And how many people do we have? Some 3,600 people. That's it. It means definitely there is some problem. There is something which is missing in OneCoin. In OneCoin, either it is the management or it is the lack of knowledge how to go about with the ICO, or it is hijacked by those promoters or networkers, whatever you call them. Definitely the company does not have a professional team. The company does not have the right people in their echelons to do the job which is needed at the moment. We are living in cryptocurrency world, and all the companies they are competing with each other. It is not possible for any company or OneCoin to stand alone and think itself to override the market or start something. I mean, do something on their own, refusing every standard set by the industry, refusing all the criteria that are laid down for the industry. It cannot happen. OneCoin 2 has to remain within the framework of cryptocurrency industry. That's my viewpoint, and I may be wrong in that. If I'm wrong, I would like to have your very considered and kind opinion about it. Let's see for a few more details that I mentioned about. So these are the snapshots of the website that I took when I did the review of the website. That was somewhere in last week of August, I guess. And the ERC20 contract was there. I copied it and kept it with me, and here it is for you. I'm just pulling up the file that I had in my computer, and I had explained why ERC20 contract was required, and I believe that it was a very right decision, since the company was reaching out to people and it was expecting people to pay in Ethereum or BTC, and definitely in an ICO payment is made against the contract. So using Ethereum contract is not against the norms of the cryptocurrency industry, but somehow it was removed and it was taken away, and then the explanation came that we do not need Ethereum contract. Surprisingly, I cannot create this contract or this ERC20 document on my own. It was created by the company itself. These are the websites that were there. These are the exchanges that were there on the website, but later they were taken away. Why? Or why they were there in the first place? Someone has to be responsible. It is our future. It shows that no one is serious about us. It shows that no one is willing to do the right thing. They are just trying to buy out some time, or probably they do not know what they are into, what they have gotten into. All we had before the ICO was this 4-paged FAQ. Now FAQ, even this FAQ does not have very reasonable and logical questions that were answered. They were just lame questions and explanations, few explanations. It doesn't give anything in detail, doesn't answer the questions: where to register, how to register, where to send payment, what is the address, what will be the token contract. I mean, once you sign up for an ICO, there is a contract address where you send the payment, and with that contract address you enroll your coins or tokens in your wallet. Where is that? It is never given. So let's open the website. I guess my internet connection is down. Let's forget about it. Let's come back to the document. So look at the document. It's a very substandard kind of a produced piece of paper that was given to the community on the pretext that the community doesn't know what cryptocurrency industry is, and whatever they can whatever they will produce, the community, the poor community will be very happy that the ICO is going in the right direction. But the fact of the matter is, it seems to be a totally eyewash, and it seems to be a bluff, which is really heartbreaking for me at least. Now let me share a few more things from the past and recently that were shared with us. This is a video of Dr. Zafar and his friends sitting, and they are talking about or predicting about the future price of OneCoin. They are just calculating different figures, and someone came up with the figure of 75 euros per coin, and they are trying to multiply 75 euro with the total number of supply, and it comes down to 7.63 trillion. And they are talking about that Apple being the biggest company in the world, its value is at 1 trillion, and OneCoin with this price goes up to 7.63 trillion. Now these are the talks that basically lured people into the network. It was basically, these were the talks that created the hype. Obviously, this is how networkers do, this is how networking is done. And the biggest flaw in OneCoin history was the introduction of power packs. I have no idea how it went in West, but from where I come, the disaster was struck by the sales of power pack, and power pack holders they resold their power packs. And now imagine 2.3 million coin in a power pack, and then those coins are sold out with a promise note that once the company is launched and the coins transfer is possible, their coins will be transferred, and $1 per coin, the same 45,000 euro power pack was resold. And once such large number of power packs were being sold locally, at least in my country and the neighboring country, who would go for the regular packages? That is how the networking stopped. And you can well imagine who all must have been involved in the sales of this power pack. And even I'm informed, just last month 2 power packs were sold, and the older ones, the power packs that were released in 2017, they were just sold a month back. So that is how OneCoin has seen its hype through the network, and OneCoin as facing its decline because of the same networkers community who are working in their interest at the moment, not for the interest of the company. If you go at the Alexa website, look at the rating. Right now the company's rating is down to 32%, and currently global rating of the website is 56,000 number. This is a huge decline. A website which used to be amongst the top rated websites in the world is now at 56,000 number. OneCoin, the explanations is given that we were given the education packages and investment was profit was not guaranteed. But do you really believe that we all bought these packages just for the sake of education purposes? We get strange kind of explanations from the seniors. I've hidden the mobile numbers of the WhatsApp chat because I don't want the person who shared this information with me to be in trouble from these superiors. And then we are told that OneCoin is not going into any other exchange, and now we are told that XCoinX is also not coming. So if OneCoin is not going in any exchange, where this OneCoin is going to be sold? We have been waiting for so many years now. We are hoping that one day this coin will hit the market with good reputation, with good team behind it, with very great market response, and we will be able to sell our coins, trade it into something else, or probably cash it out. Now Constantine, he himself gives an explanation that we do not need Ethereum or we do not need ERC20 contract. It was a mistake. Why this was a mistake? Why was it overlooked before the launch of the website, before releasing the website to the public? Why did it happen? I wasn't involved in that. Why are we blamed to pinpoint these mistakes? The purpose of this video is not to defame OneCoin. The purpose of this video is not to speak against OneCoin. Any person who has put his money in a platform would be crazy if he desires or wishes for that platform to fail. Now this is a document which I've acquired from Vietnam, and it clearly states the purpose of the investment money is. I've come up with a couple of questions purely basic on the education that I've acquired from Googling and reading out different projects. These are the questions. Did company carry out any marketing or media campaign? Did any known platform carried out the review? Was there? Why in past 1 month, which was information round of the ICO, information was not released? It was the duty of the company to do what was required before the kickoff date or the start of the ICO. You just saw in the video, the ICO has started, but the information is still not there. Next question, what are the allocated number of OFCs to be sold in ICO? Why it is still to be decided? When they are going to decide it? After the time has finished, or they want to bring it in between during the ICO phase? It is never done this way. Where is the address where BTC or Ethereum or Euro could be sent if an ICO is there? Where are these details? Why KYC for the ICO is not carried out? OneCoin speaks about KYC and stuff. How come its ICO is going without KYC? ICO round has started. We do not have white paper, roadmap, soft cap or hard cap, teams, advisors and partners. Where are all these details which legitimize a platform, which gives a platform strength to capture the market? Where is proof of work? What kind of blockchain do we have? Has anyone tested it? Is there a testnet for that? Is there an MVP for that? No one knows about it. May it be centralized, but it has to be presented to people to check it, to see it, if it is workable or not, if the solution is there or not. Just remember these two things. I'll explain these further in my next section of the discussion. Again, I would repeat that the problem is I'm not talking about West. The purpose of making this video in English is so that our voices are sent across in the West as well, so that they know what is happening to people living in third world countries. The problem with us is that the people who are engaged at large, 98-99% of the community that belongs to OneCoin, has zero knowledge about cryptocurrency industry, have very less education in terms of schooling or college going. They obviously lack understanding of English. They do not have the competence or acumen to understand anything what cryptocurrency industry is. They were just given a dream, and through networkers that the dream was sold. Now in cryptocurrency industry, whenever an asset is moved, a transaction is generated. So this is the transaction ID. You click it, and this is my account, and you can see what all transactions I have carried out from my account, from my wallet. And you click on the address where I've made a transaction. You just click it. You click to the other transaction, and it opens, and it gives the detail what asset I have moved. You click on the address where I have sent, and that wallet is opened. So this is how blockchain is so transparent. This is how the blockchain works, and this is how this is the beauty of this cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Now people have no idea what this is, because they have never seen any other currency, they have never seen any other blockchain, they were never taught anything about cryptocurrency industry. Now look at a few other transactions. Whatever coin I move, a transaction ID is generated. Just keep on looking at these transactions. There are different coins that I have been moving, and for moving a digital asset, digital cryptocurrency asset, a transaction is generated. This is a very basic principle of cryptocurrency industry, and I wanted to see the similar thing. What I have learned by being part of cryptocurrency industry, I tried to apply the similar knowledge on OneCoin to find or to do the comparison. Now what my point over here is that we have our euro in our dashboard. When we move our euro, if OneCoin is a legitimate blockchain platform, by moving euro, obviously transaction cannot be generated since it is not a coin. But when we move our coins, is there a transaction that is generated? Is there a transaction that by clicking we can clearly see where our assets are moved from which ID to which ID? No, it doesn't. So it means that probably OneCoin has come up with a blockchain which definitely shows in their dashboard now, but Deal Shaker is not a blockchain linked platform, because once now on Deal Shaker even you can pay in fiat currency, which is obviously through a banking transaction, but once you move your coin, transaction is not generated. Probably Deal Shaker is working similarly as you redeem your travel miles. You travel in long distances on airline gives you travel miles, you redeem those points to do shopping at the airport, or you redeem those points to take a short flight, or you use credit card, and by spending money through credit cards you are given certain points and you redeem those points as and when needed or offered by the banks. So likewise, OneCoin supposedly seems to be one points which are redeemable at this Deal Shaker platform at the moment. Once again, with a very heavy heart, I just want to plead to the international community, to the management, the promoters, or the leaders as people call them, who are the faces of OneCoin, that we were given a hope, we were given a name of Dr. Ruja, and it is heard that she has left the platform. No one tells us the truth where Dr. Ruja is. No one shares the exact information with us. If we try to come up with questions, either we are told that we are negative, or we are made they laugh at us, they criticize us, even at times being abused, or we are thrown out of the WhatsApp group or the Telegram groups, or the videos that are produced, comments are not available. So the wording which is used again and again, that OneCoin has been giving education, I have no idea, I would say again, what kind of education the international community has had. But if you happen to talk to people from where I come, you will find everyone will say that we do not have any education about cryptocurrency industry, how to diversify, how to use exchanges, what are the altcoins, what is Bitcoin, how market operates. What we are told, it is manipulation, ICOs are flop, ICO is a big scam, OneCoin is just right, don't look left, don't look right. This is how this OneCoin has been running so far. I wish my voice reaches out to the people and they understand, instead of taking me negative, they try to understand what I am trying to plead to them. OneCoin has my stakes in it, and a very large sum of money is parked in OneCoin, and it was parked with a hope and with a desire to have some benefit out of my investment, which was done a year ago. Now we are just given one hope that Deal Shaker will come, and Deal Shaker is going to, we will be able to have, we will be able to use our coin on Deal Shaker platform. We did not invest, or we did not park our money to be used on Deal Shaker. We wanted our money, or we wanted our coin to grow. We wanted our coin to get strengthened. We wanted our coin to be recognized internationally, so that when it goes into the exchange, we are able to sell it, we are able to trade with it, we are able to or if its value is growing, we are able to hold it. But right now the situation is that everyone fears that if this coin hits the market, it is going to cripple down. With this fear, definitely the network is shrinking. With this fear, obviously everyone is losing hope. Networking has to stop. OneCoin has achieved a landmark place in the market by reaching out to, let's say, 3 million people. Obviously, everyone has multiple accounts, so it is not 3 million or 3.5 million people actually. Number of people may be less, and with power pack being sold to hundreds of people, obviously with the starter package in the downline and portion of power pack being sold, networking was stopped. But still, one power pack was approximately sold to 200-300 people. So the network as such for the company did not grow, but for the networkers it did grow and did give them a large amount of revenue by selling those power pack in portions, in bits and pieces, to a very large number of community. Networking was a good idea back in 2014 when OneCoin started its journey, but now in 2018 the industry is altogether a different industry. Right now the industry has changed itself. Right now the laws and legalization and the rulings that are coming up, it is definitely defining moment for the industry. It is definitely giving OneCoin a very huge competition. OneCoin started off with the idea of linking merchants with the coin. Right now this idea seems to be very small because there are so many coins who came after the start of OneCoin, and right now they are in the market. Storica is there, and there are so many other platforms. I just showed you one more ICO, Silo. It is working on the same idea. Pundi is already there, which has come up with POS machines. Then there is another project, I'm forgetting its name. So the competition is huge. I only request anyone and everyone who is watching this video, please put pressure on the community and on the company side that a professional team is hired. Instead of these promoters, a professional team is engaged who are made sure to deliver for us so that our hopes do not die. Thank you very much.